in this video, I want to dive into the 17 lessons that I learned before turning 17. Right, the reason why I'm making this video is just because a few days ago I actually turned 17 on the 22nd of January. Right, and before that, I got really inspired to go ahead and film for you guys these lessons, most important lessons that I learned as a 16-year-old entrepreneur, now 17. So I've got here my laptop, guys, to show you a bit. I've got here my laptop. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dive exactly into these lessons. So lesson number one that I learned as a 16-year-old entrepreneur is that your mind is everything. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So if your mind is not in alignment with your business, or let's say like in general, you have a lot of limiting beliefs, traumas that you didn't get over with, or whatever it is, if you have all these mind blocks, if you just identify, like you see that you have all these mind blocks and you're not working on them just because you're thinking, okay, but these mind blocks, they're not gonna, I don't know, stop me in business, that's not, you're totally wrong. Because mindset goes hand in hand with business, right? So if you have so many limiting beliefs, it's like you might even have a limiting belief or something subconsciously. Let's say like the belief that you're not worthy enough of making a lot of money, right? That it is automatically gonna transform into your reality. That is gonna transfer into your reality, and then you're gonna be wondering, why is business not going that well? This and that and that. So guys, invest as much time as possible in mindset, meditating, affirmations, identifying all these limiting beliefs that you might have. Number two is be in alignment with your true vision. A lot of entrepreneurs are pursuing a career that they don't even want to pursue, right? A lot of them, they just like want to run this business model just because it makes them a lot of money. But do you really want to sell your own soul for the sake of money? Or you actually want to be in alignment with that vision? You actually want to go ahead and follow a vision that fulfills you the most. So this right here, this made me the most money because once I stopped going in misalignment with my vision and actually going ahead and doing the stuff in business that actually goes ahead like and fulfills me, I started to achieve so much more money, and which equaled me actually to not invest that much time in the business as well, right? So when you just go, you're like operating from that flow state. Business just flows because money, at the end of the day, it is energy. And when it senses that your energy is like, you have like a scarcity mindset, or you're just like doing the stuff that you know deep down you shouldn't be doing, it is gonna run away from you, regardless. Point number three is being rebel or delusional when somebody goes ahead and tells you that your dream is not possible. Like, always be delusional about your dream, right? Let's say you have this big vision that you want to accomplish, this big goal, this big dream that you just want to achieve, and somebody just goes ahead and tells you, "Man, this is such a big dream. Like, it's impossible for you to achieve it," right? But they're saying, bear in mind, they're saying this because in their minds they feel this is impossible for themselves to go ahead and achieve, right? So every single time when somebody tells you, yeah, you're a bit delusional, like, come a bit on the ground, you know, you're a bit too far from the ground. No, just ignore these people and always be delusional about it. Because when you're just like so self-obsessed and you just know this is your dream and you are gonna achieve it regardless, this is, and you're actually also operating from that higher self who already achieved that dream, my friend, you're manifesting. Number four is self-respect and love shows up in the form of action. A lot of us guys, we feel like if we just, I don't know, we go ahead and dress nicely, this and that and that, this is self-love and self-respect. But self-love and self-respect actually comes down from very easy actions, such as showing up for yourself, keeping certain promises for yourself, right? Stepping out of environments that drain you drain your energy, and don't fulfill you. This is truly what I believe is self-respect and self-love. It's not about, like, especially for girls, it's not about the skincare, it's not about the makeup you put on, or this is not self-love. But girl, as you're showing up for yourself every single day, trust me, it is gonna be flowing and flowing and flowing, right? And this video is mainly, in my eyes, designed for female entrepreneurs because I'm helping female entrepreneurs because I have learned so much stuff this year that just literally made me turn on and actually follow one of my visions, which is helping female entrepreneurs, right? Or aspiring businesswomen who want to get into business, but they don't really have the right mindset, right guidance. So if you are interested in that, you can go ahead in the bio and schedule an identity reframe call with me, where we're gonna go over exactly how to fix your mindset, right? How to go ahead, work with your subconscious mind, set the right visions for you, right dreams, right expectations, everything, everything. Stepping into that fire identity, the she identity, and from there, girl, you're gonna achieve so much. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the link in the bio. Lesson number 5 is you become what you think, read, see, etc. So let's say what you see on a daily basis or what you watch on a daily basis is like content that people just talk about, like, nah, entrepreneurs are this, like that, business is very hard, this, that. This will essentially become you because what you see here, I don't know, listen to every single day just sinks so deeply in your subconscious mind. Like these little things, like let's say you're reading a book about something good. Let's say right now I'm honestly reading this book. Wait, let me show you guys. So I'm reading this book for like the fourth time. Such a great book. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I'm reading this book, right? And I'm reading only such books on a daily basis, right? Okay, not on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis, I'm consuming these books, right? These are like tiny micro habits that I do that really shorten my mind in a good way, right? Really give me access to such good information that can go ahead and make me more money and make me more in alignment with myself and with my vision. So if you, let's say, you have a shit environment, you go ahead and hang out with the wrong people, you're literally gonna pick up subconsciously their habits, right? Which, my friend, I don't think they're really good habits. Point number 6. You achieve the thing you've been wanting after you remove the when. This is so important because we over obsess about the when. Okay, I want to achieve this vision, I want to do this and I want to do that, but I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know, is it actually going to happen? Because I don't know the when. Trust me, you do not know it and you'll never find out the when. But when you trust God and when you trust truly the universe, and you just say like, no, I'm gonna put the work on it every single day, right? I'm gonna go ahead, take care of myself, work towards my vision every single day, and regardless when it is gonna happen, I just know it is gonna happen. You get me, right? You just need to operate from this mindset. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with it because this is my vision. You're already living it. Why does the when matter? It does not matter, right? Stop trying to control the outer things because the when is an outer thing, right? This is just God's will when it is going to happen, right? Just control the things that you can control. Control the things that are within your control, right? This way, you're going to live such a healthy life because a lot of people, they try to control things that a human cannot control, right? Especially entrepreneurs. They say like, I want to close this client, I want to do this, do that. You cannot control it, right? It is going to happen when you stop thinking and obsessing about the when, right? You just focus on the vision, on the main thing. Point number 7 is manifestation happens the moment you live and act like your highest self. So let's say you want to make 10K a month or whatever it is. Like how manifestation works is that you operate from that highest self. So you can go ahead and do a little exercise. Okay, you want to run this business. You want to generate X amount of money. La la la. And from there, you go ahead and write all the character traits that that person has. Right, the person, your highest self, that runs this business, does like makes X amount of money. Blah blah blah. And from there, you'll understand. Okay, she's confident. Um, she's, I don't know, super open-minded. She reads books. She wakes up early in the morning. She does this stuff, and you just start living and acting as if you are already that person. And this is how the reality catches up, because you are teaching your subconscious mind, I already have it. So you're already stopping. Like you stopped chasing it, right? And you're just telling your mind that I already have it. I'm already flowing from it, right? Which is so powerful. So many times in my life, I never said the word like I don't have money, this and that, because I always knew, and I always told myself I always have money. Doesn't matter if in the beginning it will feel very weird. Doesn't matter if the reality didn't catch up yet. Let's say like you have zero in your bank account. Always say that you have money. That I have money. Money is flowing. This and that. Like all these positive affirmations on a daily basis, like these tiny things are gonna change so much. Point number 8 is working on your traumas and limiting beliefs will remove so much mental clutter. It's actually so true. The reason why your business is not flowing is just because you have so much mental clutter that you feel like, nah, my traumas, childhood traumas, they don't matter. Why should I even go ahead and work on them? But trust me, so much of it can affect your business and you moving towards you moving further towards your vision and your goals. Point number 8 is pain is your biggest willpower. Listen, a lot of people have the limiting belief that, yeah, just it's painful. I don't want to experience it. Like life is like this. It sucks. Like, but trust me, pain will make you so much stronger and wiser if you choose to operate from the right mindset. Alright, because if you go ahead and it's like, nah, this is so painful. Let's say like a really good example for this is, let's say like when somebody breaks up or they don't have a friend suddenly anymore. It is a very painful experience, but what pain actually does to you is that it changes you in such a good way if you choose it, right? If you choose that good way, that good road. For example, I got betrayed by my best friend, right? And instead of like saying, like staying in that victim mindset, that just like crying about it, say, okay, now I'm gonna be way more wiser with people. I'm gonna trust less people, right? And I'm gonna give less access to myself to certain people, right? Which ended up changing my life in such a good way because I always viewed it as a good way. Point number 10 is money is energy and only comes to the person who truly thinks it is worthy of it, right? I touched on this point a little bit earlier in the video, but if you just know that you're worthy of making money, because money is energy, if it sees that you're operating from a flow state, you're chasing it, it will just come to you, right? And if you truly believe deep down, you don't have these beliefs that I'm not worthy of it. You truly know and you feel it so deeply in your heart and your soul that you are worthy of achieving it. It is gonna go to you, because money just likes people who operate from a very flowing mindset. Point number 11 is some people are gonna betray you, and that's okay. I just talked about betrayal like 1 minute ago, and it's okay. Like some people, you just need to understand that some people are gonna be in your life for a short period of time just to teach you a lesson, and some people they're gonna stick with you for your entire lifetime, right? And people are just here, like they come and go, and they're trying to teach you lessons because God is trying to teach you lessons, right? From that betrayal of mine, I had super many betrayals in my life when it comes on to friends. Um, I learned so much stuff about it, right? And it's okay. Like I just accepted the fact that look, I might be very single and this like very alone in this entrepreneurship journey or whatever it is, like me on the journey to actually go ahead and achieve my goals, right? And that is totally fine, right? It is okay for them to betray you. But a very important thing is that you stand up for yourself. You don't just shut up and you're like, nah, whatever. You stand up for yourself. So, number 12 is if you operate like a man in business as a woman, you're going to burn out in the long term. Wow. This one, this lesson right here, I learned it the hard way this year because I burned out. Like, I was just like operating from this mentality that fuck business and business and business, like just like neglecting totally my feminine energy in business, which obviously caused me to lose my spark and essentially burn out. One thing that women need to understand is that we are not men. We have a different energy. We have different bodies. We operate differently, right? Women, like on a daily basis, like on a monthly basis, we go through like different cycles, right? Which obviously makes us different from men, right? Like it differentiates us, like both genders, right? And I truly believe that's why I open up the one-on-one mentorship with me guys, because I truly believe that women have that power to go ahead and achieve more money in business, right? Like make more money just because our feminine energy is so strong, right? Like especially because we're like closer in a way to God because of our intuition, we can go ahead and make 10x money that a man can even make, right? Just because our energy, if like we're like flowing or operating from that flow state, girl, trust me, when you just like take care of yourself, you take care of your mindset and you really operate from that flow state, from that feminine energy, you're trusting your instincts. Like the moment I shut down my logic mindset when it comes down to business, like my logic mind, and I just said like, no, I'm gonna just listen to my intuition, so much came, right? So much. I achieved so much. And yeah, like I tasted the burnout myself when I was like operating like a man. Like I was working a bunch of hours, like 10 hours per day, like more than that, right? And trust me, this is gonna burn you in the long term. So if you're currently doing that as a woman in business, stop it immediately. Lesson number 13 is some things need time. Just give it 6 months or give it a year. To be fair, this year, like, I've been so many times in hospitals, right? And I just like decided instead of like being in that victim mindset, that happened in July, by the way. Instead of like just being in that victim mindset, I decided to just give it 6 months, right? And what this experience did to me is that I fully understood once again that your mind can help you get out of so many things, right? Like all the doctors were telling me, yeah, you have very bad Lyme disease, this and that, and we're just like searching for so much treatment. And once I understood that, fuck, I don't need to rely on these fucking doctors, and I need to go ahead and trust my intuition and go ahead and use my subconscious mind um, to heal myself. This is exactly when I healed myself, right? Because yeah, I just decided to give it 6 months and see like how can this experience actually shape my life, and it was a very painful experience, right? And so if you're experiencing some pain right now, I don't know you, but if you are my friend, then trust me, just give it 6 months, give it a year, and trust me, when you're gonna look back at that experience, you're gonna be so grateful that you went through it. Right? You're gonna thank God, like, thank God I actually went through this painful experience. Because these experiences right there can change your life drastically. And the lesson 14 ties hand in hand with just the experience that I talked about, and that is health is wealth. So take care of your health, go to the gym, eat good food, just take care of mental health as well, right? Mindset, mental health, all of this, right? Take care of it. Really treat your body as your biggest blessing because our bodies are like so special, right? If you're just like neglecting your body, you're not eating healthy, you absolutely hate it. You have hatred, so much hatred towards it. that energy is gonna eat you up alive. Lesson number 15 is you can either be loved or hated, not both. Oh, I learned this so many times this year because we people, like, we just expect people to love us, right? Always people to love us, right? But to be fair, you're either gonna be hated or loved. And it is what it is. Like, people have their own perception of you. Like, you know yourself the best, right? Whatever people that are around you, that are surrounding you, they have a completely different perception of you. I can go ahead and call my best friend right now and I will tell her, "Can you describe me?" And obviously, she is gonna tell me like in like a way that I'm like, "Wow, girl, interesting," you know. So people have different perceptions of you, and the fact that people hate you should not stop you, right? A lot of people hate you just because they envy you, like they secretly envy you for what you're doing, right? Because let's say like they can't, and let's say like you're really pursuing your dreams, your career, and they go ahead and they hate you, and you're like, nah, you're not gonna achieve this, like what the fuck, um, and then you're just gonna see like truly, if you look at it in a different way, from another point of view, you'll see that fuck, they're hating on me just because they're trying to kind of in a way point out their own insecurities onto me. Point number 16 is business equals mindset, right? I touched on this in maybe the first lesson. I decided to write it down once again because I understood like once your mind is truly in check and you're just like so fulfilled and aligned, um, and you truly believe you're worthy or certain stuff, right? You love your reality, this and that. Business is gonna flow. Because at the end of the day, business is money and it's just energy. And if you want to close clients, for example, and you're just like super confident, you're not chasing, you're just attracting them, they can sniff that energy so badly, right? And this right there is gonna make you a bunch of money, right? So that's why I always say like business comes hand in hand with mindset. They cannot, like, these two things, they cannot live without each other. Like business cannot operate just like business, right? You need your mindset right, or mindset alone cannot operate without business, you know. And the last lesson is protect your inner peace at all costs, right? A lot of us guys, like, we're like, nah, whatever, it doesn't matter, I would just like hang around with these people, you know, do this. But if you truly see that, fuck, I don't have peace around these people that are just like, it's not giving me peace, just cut them off. Like, for real. Like, what are you doing to yourself? And also, don't sacrifice your whole fucking existence and don't sell your soul for money, right? Because so many rich people, what they have is money, right? Money, money, money. But you know what they don't have is a soul because they lost it in the process, right? So always when you set your certain goals, right, think about your inner peace, think about your soul, right? Is this vision gonna go ahead and fulfill it, or am I gonna be in positions where I need to go ahead and sell it in a way? If the answer is yes, change it, because you're gonna become so miserable and depressed in the long term that you literally want to give up on everything. Like, you don't care anymore about the business, you don't care anymore about the money, whatever it is. So that's why you need to go ahead and follow dreams that actually fulfill you truly. And don't follow them just for the sake because you saw other people following them. Go ahead and follow them just because you truly love them, right? You truly want to achieve it and you know it's going to fulfill you so well, right? And stay away from materialistic stuff because materialistic stuff, yeah, okay, yeah, in the short term, it can help you a bit, but you cannot buy happiness, right? You create the happiness, right? And yeah, materialistic stuff is really good, but you need to go ahead and see like more stuff. For example, one of the experiences that really fulfills my soul is traveling, and I can go ahead and show you guys. It's traveling, and right now, in the mountains, right? And this experience right here, this lifestyle right here, really fulfills my soul because it feels such like I feel such a peace, right? And it just gives me such peace. So that's all. Right. These are all the lessons that I learned this year, and I'm super glad that I did. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the view a bit. It's a very nice view. Oops. Very nice view. You cannot really see the mountains now because it's foggy outside, but do stuff that really fulfills you. This fulfills me a lot, right? And I feel so grateful for this. Peace out, guys. I love you so much, and we'll see each other in the next video. No, this video was crazy for me. 2025, me being a 16-year-old female entrepreneur was crazy, but this year, 2026, is gonna be much better, much more filled with peace. I'm gonna feel more fulfilled, and yeah, guys, peace, and see you in the next video.